Vladimir Putin receives a grand welcome from North Korean leader Kim Jong Un as the two leaders reinforce their partnership.
Can you just give us a sense of
we have an emergency?
Yeah, sorry.
Hold on.
And tense moments during the White House briefing when someone appears to faint as dangerous temperatures grip the nation's capital. The morning rundown starts now.
From the Straight Arrow News Studio, bringing the stories that matter to you from across the United States and around the world. This is the Morning Rundown.
Today is Wednesday, June 19th. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kara Rucker. Russian President Vladimir Putin and North Korean leader Kim Jong Un have signed a comprehensive partnership agreement today. Two countries that are adversaries of the U.S. strengthening their ties in what is Putin's first visit to North Korea in more than 2 decades. Putin was welcomed by Kim with a lavish ceremony filled with music and cheering crowds. The two then headed off for a summit as Putin thanked Kim for the North's support in Russia's war with Ukraine, adding Moscow is fighting the imperialist policy of the United States and its allies. Kim replying that he promises full support and solidarity to Russia in what he calls Russia's special military operation in Ukraine. The two leaders then sat down for a 2-hour meeting before signing the partnership agreement, the two countries strengthening their relationship as both face multiple global sanctions. North Korea over its weapon program and Russia over the conflict in Ukraine. U.S. officials believe North Korea is providing weapons to Russia in the war. Both Russia and the North deny those allegations. A U.S. soldier has been sentenced to nearly 4 years in a Russian penal colony after being found guilty by a Russian court of stealing money from his girlfriend and threatening to kill her. According to Russian media, Army Staff Sergeant Gordon Black partially admitted guilt to theft charges, but not to the threats. Black will serve a sentence of 3 years and 9 months in the harsh conditions of the colony, where prisoners are forced to perform hard labor. Black's case is just the latest in a string of Russian arrests of Americans, including 2 the U.S. has declared as wrongfully detained: former Marine Paul Whelan and Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich. The record-breaking heat wave hitting the U.S. right now is more than just sweltering. It's downright dangerous, and a scare at the White House in the middle of a daily press briefing is highlighting just how dangerous heat can be, even indoors.
Can you just give us a sense of
we have an emergency?
Yeah, sorry.
Hold on. Did somebody pass up?
Yes, let me get
Okay, can we get...
Yep.
White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre stepping off the podium to check on someone who appears to have gotten overheated before returning to the briefing, but not without making sure everyone else in the room was okay.
Oh, thanks, Sharon. Okay, sorry about that. Hopefully she's okay. You're
Where's your heat effect, Rick?
Yeah, I know. You are correct. It is hot in here.
I was just asking a follow-up question.
Yes.
If we're all okay.
I think we're okay. I think we're okay to move on. And does anybody need water?
AccuWeather is reporting the high temperature reached 94 degrees in Washington yesterday. It's expected to get hotter as the week goes on, with the National Weather Service predicting a potential high of 99 degrees by Saturday. It's part of a bigger heat wave sweeping over the eastern U.S. right now. Meteorologists saying around 270 million people will experience temperatures at or above 90 degrees this week. The heat isn't the only big severe weather event facing the country right now. At least one person has died in New Mexico as 2 wildfires continue to burn, forcing thousands to leave their homes. Fire officials say more than 500 structures have been destroyed by those fires so far. However, forecasters say incoming cooler weather and the chance of rain could bring some relief. And the Texas coast is under a tropical storm watch as what could soon become the first named storm of the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season approaches. The National Hurricane Center says heavy, potentially flooding rain is expected with as much as 15 inches possible. You may have caught yourself saying, back in my day, we weren't using cell phones in school. And yes, that includes back in my day, too. Phone was out and it was taken up. And that could soon be the case again at the second largest school district in America. The Los Angeles Unified School District Board moving forward with a plan Tuesday to ban cell phones all day on campus. They say the devices distract students from learning, lead to anxiety, and allow for cyberbullying. One board member describing the problem the district is facing.
And have been struck in the prior years just how our students are glued to their cell phones, not unlike adults. They're surreptitiously scrolling in school, in class time, they have their head in their hands walking down the hallways, they're not talking to each other or playing at lunch or recess because they have their AirPods in.
And the ban could soon spread even further. California Governor Gavin Newsom vowing Tuesday to severely restrict the use of phones during the school days statewide. The move comes on the heels of the U.S. Surgeon General's op-ed in the New York Times on Monday, calling on Congress to approve tobacco-style warnings on social media. You can find more on that story on the Straight Arrow News app or visit our website at san.com. Move aside Microsoft and Apple, NVIDIA is now the most valuable company in the world. Propelled by its role in artificial intelligence, the computer chipmaker jumped to the top on Tuesday, with its share price rising more than 3%, giving the company an overall market value of $3.34 trillion. NVIDIA controls approximately 80% of the market for chips used to power AI systems. In the first quarter of the year, the company saw its revenue rise to $26 billion, up from $7 billion just a year ago. Finally this morning, the baseball world is mourning the loss of one of the most legendary players of the game. Willie Mays has passed away at the age of 93. Nicknamed the Say Hey Kid, Mays spent 22 seasons in the big leagues, the majority with the Giants, both in New York and San Francisco. He was part of the 1954 World Series championship team, highlighted by his over-the-shoulder catch during Game 1, considered to be the greatest catch in baseball history. Among those remembering Mays, Baseball Hall of Famer Derek Jeter, who called Mays one of the best ever to play the game and even a better person. Willie Mays was the oldest living Baseball Hall of Famer, clearly leaving his mark on the game and history. Thank you for tuning in to the Morning Rundown on this Wednesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow.